time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this third morning, June 2nd, 2016. Good morning, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. And good morning to you all on this lovely third morning, June 2nd, 2016. There are your news and odds on our top story at 8:45 on this third morning is... Police ran past in the middle of a presentation by the students at the graduate engineering class on biological treatment at the University of California, Los Angeles. A man barricaded himself in a home in Fremont, California, overnight after allegedly opening fire on police and fleeing Wednesday afternoon, reported he said. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau proposed new rules on Thursday designed to end what it calls payday debt traps by requiring lenders to make sure a borrower can repay the loan before approving it. Supporters of Armenia in the lower house of German Parliament reacted after the lawmakers voted the Thursday to recognize Armenian genocide. Today's after Harami, the Sensei Zoo gorilla was fatally shot to save its turtle's life. Zoo director Dane Maynard claiming an indefinite loss to the gene pool of lowland gorillas. Cairo, Paris. Search team zeroed in on a wreckage of the Egypt Paris flight MS-804 on Thursday after a French vessel picked up the signal from one of the crashed jet's black boxes. New Delhi, an Indian court convicted 24 Hindu men for the role in one of the many deadly religious riots that swept across the western state of Gujarat from 3 months in 2002, leaving more than 1,000 dead. The U.S., UK, and France have urged the UN to begin airdrops of humanitarian aid to besiegers in Syria. They said that the Syrian government had failed to respect the June 1st deadline for widespread aid distribution agreed by the world regional powers. Berlin, German authorities on Thursday arrested 3 Syrian men suspected of planning an attack in Dust as well for the Islamic State group, prosecutors said. Ahmedabad, India, an Indian court convicted 24 people in the 2002 Grubberg Society anti-Muslim massacre in the city of Ahmedabad, where 69 people were hacked and burned to death. Paris, at least 5 people are dead in France and Germany followed, and as a slow-moving weather system continued to produce record-breaking rainfall. West Palm Beach, Florida, when Palm Beach Gardens police officer Nobody Watcher pulled up to the entrance to this crocodile SUV last fall. He didn't know Georgia was on a recorded phone call with a tow truck operator. President Obama said he's not making a big deal over the transgender bathrooms. The president was holding the town hall meeting in Indiana when he asked why he's making a big deal of bathrooms in public schools. Charlie Baker, the Republican governor of Massachusetts, said he would sign a bill that would allow transgender people access to public places in accordance with the Gender Identity Permit Act, includes one key provision. Donald Trump's highly personal racial intention attack to the federal judge overseeing the pair of lawsuits against him have set out a wave of law, but legal experts were worried that the Republican presidential candidate event signals are remarkable. In Englewood, Colorado, a former surgical tech is charged with swap syringes for pain medication at Denver Hospital's tested positive HIV, a U.S. Attorney's Office said. Global investors remain cautious that the focus turned to the meetings at the European Central Banking Organization and the Petroleum exporting countries in Vienna. The private sector added 173,000 jobs in May. Payroll predecessor ADP said Thursday, possibly signaled that the government report will be tepid employment growth for a second straight month. Europe raised $3.5 billion for the Southeast Service Fund Wednesday in May. Watching the U.S. consumer spending recorded its biggest increase in more than 6 years in April as households stepped up purchase an automobile, suggesting an acceleration in the economic growth that could resonate the Federal Reserve. And also Norway, prospects for growth in the Norwegian economy even as the market for crude oil continues to improve, the government said Thursday. San Francisco, a report from the International Energy Agency, finds that new problems are emerging as a sector for the wind and solar power matures technology. Lansing, Michigan, an environmental group prefers to sue the state of Michigan with its anti-fracking effort. The state chamber of the Commerce said it beat the fringe effort. Stavanger, Norway, Norwegian energy company Statoil said Thursday that the government regulator has banned the use of the type of helicopter involved in the fatal April accident. Taylor and Sox down 1779.67 SP 529.33 and Nasdaq 4,009 52.25. In local news, the Democrat-controlled Massachusetts easily passed when a transgender bill was about a vote of 160-36 went out for air state representatives one along party lines. That bill would bar discrimination against transgender people in public accommodations allowed them to use bathrooms and locker rooms that correspond with the gender they identify. Representative Paul Hurek, Democrat from Alberta, Louis Kafka, Democrat, took the news district of Parliament's bill to support the bill that backers contend will eliminate discrimination in public places. Area representatives who opposed the measure were Jay Burns, Republican of Mansfield, Sean Dilley, Republican of Norfolk, Stephen Out, Republican of Seacock, and Betty Poirier. Republican in Alabama, the vote followed several hours. The debate on the highly charged issue was greeted with a loud and sustained applause from the supporters of the lawyer, filled the House gallery to capacity. North Alabama, Representative many members will consider $82 million budget Monday that would bring across the board cuts to time departments forcing layoffs in the schools and risking fire station closures. The Worcester Board of Health has unanimously voted to decrease the minimum age of purchase of tobacco powder in the city from 18 to 21. The Telegram Gazette reports that a new regulation, which goes effect September 1st, was among several tobacco proposals of the board have been discussed internally. Local retailers opposed to the measure say the new minimum likely won't have a much difference on teachers to sneak out tobacco products. Springfield, Massachusetts, the suspect in the first homicide, the level of newly indicted is pleaded not guilty. I'm meeting Barry Pepper Mops, the mutation of result of the North Mops clerical was identified as a new study. A dagger repaired along King technically was made with iron from a meteorite, according to research published by the Journal of Meteorites and Planetary Science. A dramatic decline in the Europe salamander population motivated the U.S. to halt the import and trade of hundreds of salamander species for this year for the study of the amphibian countries and the country for the signs of disease. An orbital ATK enters rocket fire stage fires up in the gravity. 181 enters during the sensitive fire test at on Tuesday at NASA's Walt facility in Walt Sound, Virginia. Hoping to prevent thousands of premature deaths each year, the Food and Drug Administration yesterday issued draft voluntary sodium reduction targets for the food industry. Washington severely obese people may have higher risk of certain complications after heart bypass surgery than normal weight parents, a new study suggests. While it may not be the most widespread secret conspiracy of the internet, certainly among weirdness, fact-checking website Snopes revealed last Wednesday that at least a few people falsely believe that Americans are immune to the Zika virus. Washington experimental viral treatment may extend the lives of patients with a hard-to-treat brain cancer, researchers said. Alright, take a look at New England Insulars. The cost of Massachusetts 2-lot fire, 85 Lexington Avenue. The fire was in the floors 1 and 2 of the building. Pierre Childers, 8:53 on this. Thursday morning, it's on out for a sports report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox offense was very good, but the pitching failed as they fall to the Baltimore Orioles 13-9. Sox and the Orioles go at it one more time at 7:05 p.m. in Baltimore, while the Dark Lancers baseball team will bring in the quest for the playoffs as they will square off against the Norwell Clippers at Norwell. Game time, 4 o'clock. Here we go again. Just we all predicted, the Warriors and Cavaliers are playing for the NBA title for a second straight year. While poor Cleveland deserved another sports city, so Milan, so needed something, anything could happen. It wasn't a fumble on the drive, it ruined the playoff fantasies in the 1980s. Cross-border migration has long got the Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump had done in color, and this particular instance moved so did most. NASCAR suspended 3 crew chiefs Wednesday for violation of the shot Motor Speedway. Greg Biffle, crew chief Brian Pente, was suspended 2 races for illegal body management, and 1 race suspension was given to Kurt Busch, crew chief. Peter Childers, 8:54 on this Thursday morning. It's time now for a travel report. Baby! Let's start off down in Rhode Island, where 95 is southbound side is open, particularly at the downtown about it. 146 of the southbound side, so 50 to Route 95, 195 on the westbound side, and it's so from 140 to the eastbound side at the downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, and it's so from Route 37 in Crescent all the way at the downtown Providence. On in the Cape, 20 on the southbound side, and it's a little slow around in the Borden Rotary. 95 stop and go for Route 1 in Sharon all the way to Route 128 Captain. Route 20 for the north outside of the soul. Route 139 so to Route 128 Captain. 120 south outside of the soul from 24 Red Off all the way after Route 37 to Breakthrough. Route 3 to the north outside of the soul from 18 and Weymouth all the way after the Breakthrough split. South into the expressway on the both ends of soul from the Breakthrough split out in the Dorchester. 93 both ends of downtown Boston and Slogo. 93 is south outside. It is slow after Route 485 in Andover. And then a little slower at 125 and off Andover. Then unit picked again from Stone all the way to the Zinc Bridge. 93 to the north bad side, and it's alright. Route 128 in Brennan. 120 to the north bad side, a little slower. Route 1 in Denham all the way after. Route 20 Waltham. Route 485 Route 120 south bad side, and then it's slow from Brennan all the way out to Burlington and the bridge again. From Burlington all the way out to Waltham. 485 in the north bad side, so from 85 in Milford all the way out to the Mass Pike. Mass Pike in the east bad side, and then it's slow from Natick Stretch. And then the bridge again from Natick all the way out to the Pruitt on the best back on the west side, and it's slow one from Logan Airport over here to the South Boston. Route 3, slow from 485 Walton to Billick, and then the best get around. Route 120 in Burlington. 485 in the South side, and so Hudson all the way at the Barber. 290 in the east side, and it's a little slow. Route 485 in Barber. 290 in the east side, a little slow around. Route 9 in Worcester. 146 on the north side, and it's over for 290 in Worcester. I-91 in the north side, so 57 in Springfield, all to 291. I-91 in the north side, also the Newfield stretch. And highways and byways of Vermont direction made on looking good. Down in Connecticut, 91 in the south side, so from Windsor all the way to I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 91 in the north side, so from Glastonbury all the way into downtown Hartford. I-84 in the east side, so from Newport all the way into downtown Hartford. I-84 on the west side, and then so from Vernon all the way out to East Hartford. 384 in the east side, also after I-84 in Manchester, Connecticut. I-84 to the west side, the east side, also the Waterbury Stretch. I-84 to the west side, so from Newtown to Denbury. Merritt Parkway, west side. It is slow from Bridgeport all the way at the Sanford 95 on the south side. It is slow around 91 in New Haven and 95 on the north side, also West Haven before 91. 95 on the south side. It is slow from Bridgeport all the way at the Greenwich. Wall 395 Lillian from New London all the way out to Putnam, and 95 from New Haven all the way out to the Wesley Redown. Highways and byways of New York City are slow go. New York State ferries from New York all the way down for the Pennsylvania border, except for some few slow spots at the Thruway, just around 290 in Buffalo. And New Jersey Turnpike is Lillian from New York all the way down for Delaware, and Garter State Park from New York all the way down in Wildwood. Okay. Take a look at MBTA alerts at 8:57. Orange on pits about a South Island laser disabled train on the commuter rail. Commuter rail, Fitchburg train 410. As the water, Fitchburg is operating 5-10 minutes. May have to go due to a later round train. Fitchburg train 406, 6:50 a.m. Inbound operating 10-15 minutes. May have scheduled between and North Station due to freight train interference. Fitchburg train 48 will make all stops expect to operate 10-20 minutes. May have scheduled between Littleton and North Station. Framingham, Worcester train 586 is 8:40 for Framingham is operating 10-20 minutes. May have scheduled between Framingham and South Station due to truck work. Please board all Worcester line trains at the airport. Platforms at Westburn, Grafton Station today. Please board all Worcester line trains on inbound platforms at Wellesley Farms West Nittick Station today. Please board all Worcester line trains on the inbound platforms at Ashland and Southburn Station today. Thursday on looking again. Peter Chaladusa, make today on this Thursday morning. It's time now for weather report. And it's the overcast start your morning for the day. Punch bomb before 9 a.m. was. Punch that's got about 32 degrees. Southwest east wind about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Tonight, patchy drizzle before 10 p.m. Punch bomb. After 11 p.m. was. Most gusts going about 55 degrees. Southwest about 5 miles an hour coming in the evening. Friday, slight chance of showers with dust was also possible up to 5 p.m. Patch bomb wise. Class guys, how about 74 degrees. South about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Anticipation 20%. Friday night, slight chance of showers before 11 p.m. Most gusts going about 58 degrees. And south about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Anticipation 20%. Saturday, punch size coming 82 degrees. South westward about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Saturday night, chance rain after 4 a.m. Most gusts got about 60 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Sunday, rain Likely possibly a thunderstorm either 72 to low about 62 degrees. Just patient 70%. Monday, showers before noon. Parts of the podcast come about 79 degrees. Just patient 30%. Tuesday, showers. Parts of the podcast come about 56 degrees. Just patient 30%. And for Wednesday, parts of come at 72 degrees. Currently, not near its overcast skies, and it's 61 degrees with a humidity of 81%. 60 above Celsius. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this June 2nd, 2016 on a Thursday. Please have a good morning and a good day. I'll see you at 11 a.m. for 11 a.m. report. Go Lancers! Baseball!